impact of a disaster as well as the initial emergency response. Disasters are ultimately at the local level, first when we talk. It's a local phenomenon, and in case of any disaster emergency, before any government machinery or support reaches outside help, gets galvanized, it is the community which has to respond immediately, as the community plays the role of first responder. It is critical that there is adequate awareness and preparedness at the community level, especially amongst the most vulnerable set of communities residing in the most vulnerable areas of our country. When we talk about the vulnerability of our country, more than 50% of our landmass is prone to earthquakes. We are prone to floods, we are prone to drought, we are prone to landslides, we are prone to tsunamis. We have a huge coastline, we are prone to cyclones, besides man-made disasters, which we have seen Bhopal, what happened in Bhopal, or whatever, the disasters in the shape of accidents, road traffic accidents, and other accidents. So it has been regularly reinforced that the measures we take must be grounded in local knowledge and communicated to and through local communities. Horizontal communication among members of a local community and sharing experiences is vital, is not only addressing the risk of disasters, but also in providing efficient relief, response and rehabilitation actions. Taking global examples, with respect to if we talk about the Haiti earthquake in 2010, most of the community broadcasting outlets in that country responded by showing great flexibility in their programming, mobilizing community responses, providing information on missing persons, explaining the causes of the disaster, advising on precautions, and providing psychosocial support to the people, which is important in the case of disaster, where large number of people die, relations suffer because of mental trauma and stress. We are also aware that local community media, in particular the radio, played a vital role in the humanitarian response to the victims, especially in the 2011 Fukushima Japan earthquake. When disaster strikes, it is almost impossible to contact people living miles from urban or rural areas who cannot be reached by telephone or any other communication. Alerting them to a disaster over the radio is perhaps the only way of sounding the alarm. The experience in Bangladesh is gearing to have almost 400 nationwide new community radio stations by 2021. In Indonesia, where in 2008 a study took place to help develop programming that would increase awareness and preparedness for disasters. The disaster mitigation preparedness project took place in Aceh province. The role of radio was evaluated, and it was found that during and after the 2004 tsunami, and survivors from Banda Aceh were interviewed. It was agreed that a system warning of disasters is needed to be in place, and that community radio would play a crucial role in future in that area. From the global policy front, if we talk about the HIGO framework of action, where our country is also signatory, among other things, emphasis community participation and calls for the empowerment of local communities and authorities through better access to information and resources to deal with disaster risk reduction. Similarly, it has asserted that early warning system must be developed, keeping in mind local culture and demographic specifications and specificities. It is in this context that the participatory media, such as community radio, produced and managed by local communities, are proving to be a pathogens